Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday webinar this 18th of July. And we are here with something interesting today, which most of us are connected with in some way or involved with in some way, but don't have complete information or understanding of how the system works. So here we are today with a webinar on how to make good use of the credit card that you are generally using, or how to get into using or getting a card that actually suits you or would be best suited to you as a person. So we shall start for today. I shall share the screen and start with today's session. So hope all of you can see the screen now, and we shall now start how to discover the credit card that suits you the most and helps turning everyday expenses into a smarter financial decision. It might look very odd that as a financial investment solutions firm, we are talking about credit. This is more to make you understand how to get better uh, spending rewards through the credit card, which you anyway use. Or if you have a card that doesn't suit you, how do you understand that? And how do you get a better card that suits you as a person? So we saw these headlines in the Economic Times saying Shark Tank India fired. Gurgaon founder stuns the sharks, having got 433 flights and 15 lakh jewelry using credit card rewards. Well, the numbers look very confusing and very unbelievable, but yes, it is possible. Now, how is this possible? It, it has actually happened. It's true. But there are ways and means in how this happens. He got 433 flights, he got 100 complimentary hotel nights, and he bought jewelry worth 15 lakh. What's the secret of this? They didn't spend recklessly. They just used the right credit card strategically and maximized the reward points on their regular expense. And so, are you doing the same? Are your everyday regular expenses earning you meaningful rewards, which you can use as per your lifestyle? Are you really leaving these valuable benefits on the table and not making use of it? So, let's see how this happens. So, every card lives in a bucket, just like how when we plan your investment portfolio, we have different buckets which are for different purposes. We have something for emergency, something for the short time, and the rest of it is for the long time. Similarly, even cards are built upon around spend categories. So you should know in which bucket are your spends. So are you using your credit card only for emergencies when there is a big purchase and you don't want to take out the money from your bank account, but you know you will be able to pay it in future, which means then your rewards and benefits sit unused. Is the card that you're using matched to your lifestyle? Is it used for planned spends that you have on a regular basis? Or, and is that helping you to manage your rewards actively? Are you looking at the rewards that you have accrued? Are you looking at reward points that might expire? And are you redeeming them for the right product and right service? So how can you do this? People believe the more cards I have, the more benefits I get. That is not really true. It's more of a myth. The reality is have a set of cards, restricted set of cards, and therefore your benefits multiply because you're using the same card for multiple purchases and you accrue more benefits because you've spent more on that particular card rather than spend it across plenty of cards and dilute the whole impact. So the fewer cards, it enables you to have a simpler tracking of bills and due dates so that you don't have too many things to look into. And you focus your rewards on 3 to 5 cards that fit your profile and not distributed around 15 cards, which dilutes the impact. Because when you have to redeem rewards, there is always a minimum number of points that you have to have, below which you cannot make any withdrawal. And the higher number of points or reward points that you've accrued, the better the reward that you can uh, claim on that. So a wallet full of cards is hard to track, easier to misuse, misplace, and then somebody else makes use of it and can also impact your CIBIL or credit profile, CIBIL score. So let's understand the features of a few cards. If we say that you have to match the card to your lifestyle, we need to understand what is it that the card offers that suits you. So let's look at the HSBC Platinum credit card. Here it gives you benefits of about 6 times of reward points on hotel bookings, 4 times on flights, and 2 times on car rentals. So accumulated points can be converted into air miles with partner airlines like British Airways, Air India, and Singapore Airlines. Then you have a Standard Chartered Ease My Trip credit card. This is, as the name suggests, for those who are on the travel circuit. So instant discounts are available on Ease My Trip booking website. It also gives you an airport lounge access, one complimentary visit for every domestic per quarter, and two complimentary visits for the international lounge per calendar year. So these are some which can go with the kind of profile that this matches. Then we have a Swiggy HDFC Bank credit card. Obviously, this is for those who order food online. So you get a 10% cashback on Swiggy, and this is applicable on food, Instamart, Dine Out, and Genie. It's capped at a 1,500 per billing cycle. So that's within 1 month, you can order up to 1,500 and get a 10% cashback. Above 1,500, obviously the cashback doesn't come in. 5% cashback on other major online shopping and 1% on other categories. So this is basically for those who do food online and other online shopping. Then we have an Easy Diner Index in-bank credit card. It gives you a complimentary 1-year Easy Diner Prime membership, which gives you a flat 25% to 50% discounts on over 2,000 restaurants and an extra 25% off when paying via the Pay Easy app feature. So obviously, this is for someone who dines out frequently. It could be on an official basis, it could be on a personal basis. So if you are the kind of person who eats out regularly, then this is for you. The PVR Kotak Bank credit card. So this is the entertainment focused segment. So you earn one complimentary PVR Inox movie ticket worth up to 300 for every 10,000 spent in a monthly billing cycle. So that's the free ticket that you get. You also get a 5% discount when you book your PVR Inox tickets, either online or at the box office. And you get a 20% discount on all the food and beverages at all PVR Inox screens. So this is for the entertainment buff who can't watch a movie without a packet of popcorn in their hand. And then we have Access My Zone credit card. So this gives you a free annual Sony Live Premium subscription and a buy one, get one offer on movies via the District app, and also complimentary domestic airport lounge access. Then we have the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card. This is the segment that is to do with daily use, fuel, utility, bills, etc. So Prime members earn a 5% cashback on Amazon Prime, while non-Prime users get a 3% cashback. Users of this card also get a 2% on recharges or bill payments and Amazon Pay partners, and 1% on all other eligible purchases, plus a 1% on fuel surcharge. So this is for those who prefer to use their credit card for all their monthly purchases, monthly bills, etc., and settle the bill at one go end of the month. So you're just diverting your regular expenses through this. Fin Booster Yes Bank Bank Bazaar credit. So this features a complimentary Credit Strong subscription for credit health checking and tracking, and accelerated rewards on dining, groceries, and apparel, and a 1% fuel surcharge waiver. Then there are some universal cards which could apply on various things. So this is the IDFC First credit card. It's a no-fee cash advance. That means you can withdraw ATM cash withdrawals without interest for up to 45 days, subject to a 199 processing fee for one withdrawal. Accelerated rewards earn up to 10x rewards points on dining, travel, and international spend. And these reward points don't expire. They don't have an expiry time, but you can redeem anytime. Travel privileges, it offers a complimentary domestic airport and railway lounge access, and a 0% to a low foreign exchange markup, depending on the card value. Movie and dining offers, discounts up to 25% or buy one, get one on movie tickets, plus culinary discount at partner restaurants. So this is across the board benefits depending on where you use it. Then we have the SBI Elite credit card. So this gives you, on the movies front, it gives you 2 complimentary tickets up to 250 each per month via Book My Show. So that approximately gets you worth 6,000 a year. Lounge access, it gives you 6 international priority pass visits a year and 8 domestic visits per year, which is max 2 per quarter. Milestones, up to 50,000 bonus reward points worth 12,500 on an annual spend of about 8 lakhs. So if you are the type to have all your regular expenses on your card in a month, then building up a 8 lakh expenses in a year is not something that you're spending extra to get these bonus points. You're just moving them into one basket. So what helps with all of this? So you know your lifestyle before you choose. So list your top spends. Where does most of my money go every month? Am I buying groceries online? Am I buying movies, entertainment, eating out? Am I traveling? What kind of spends are my monthly expenses on my credit card bill as of now, as well as expenses that you do outside, which possibly could move to your credit card bill to buffer up the rewards. Match it to a bucket. Are you a frequent flyer, foodie, online shopper? Choose a card that fits your needs. We just shared some cards here because this will be available for you later to match it to your requirement. Also, choose accordingly because it should make sense in terms of your spend pattern and the reward pattern. So some common perks that you get in each bucket are some vouchers after you have hit a certain minimum expense total, maybe in a quarter or in a 6 months. You get discounts in many places. These could be for tickets, these could be for shopping, like many of the multi-brand outlets sometimes give you specific card discounts. And of course, the reward points accrue as per your purchases. So match the bucket to where you actually spend the most. Not think, oh, this card offers this, so I wish I could have spent that. Now, how to improve your CIBIL score with your credit card? Do not use more than 50% of the credit card limit. So if your card has a limit of 3 lakhs, your regular monthly expenses should not be more than 50% of that. Yes, in between once or twice, if there is something that is a larger expense, that's fine. But on a normal basis, your average spend should not be more than 50% of what the card offers. It reflects on your ability to manage your expenses within your affordability. Set a payment reminder for your credit card on your phone. If your bill comes in on the 8th of the month, you're generally due to pay by the 27th. So put a reminder on your phone for that 25th of the month to tell you that your credit card payment is due in 2 days. Do not set to auto pay because when you set to auto pay, you don't know how much money is going. You don't know whether your bank balance will have that money that has to go. Always check your credit card bill for entries. There could be wrong entries. There could be unnecessary charges that have come in, which can be reversed when you speak to the credit card customer care. So please do all of this and do not skip your credit card payment on the due date. Do not check your CIBIL score often on any platform because the frequency is being tracked. If you are checking your CIBIL score on a regular basis, that means you're trying to, you're not okay with your overspending or you're having a lot of commitments, which is why you are scared as to what your CIBIL score could be. If your CIBIL score is low and you need a credit card, get an FD and ask the bank to issue your card against that. Payment of taxes also adds to credit card points, indirectly improving the CIBIL score as well. So if you've paid your income tax and your GST or all other things that impact you as a person on time, then that also improves your CIBIL score, which then improves the possibility of getting a good credit card. So how does rewards bill? Now, somebody said, I bought 430 flights. I bought 15 lakhs worth of jewelry. But how does this happen? When you get a new card in the first month, the points will start trickling in. From between 3 to 6 months, whatever you've spent could possibly be enough for a voucher or two. Over 12 months, maybe you'll get some meaningful redemption, depending on how much you spend. But the longer you hold the card and longer you accrue, you can actually redeem points for better value items. For example, I myself, though I'm not a very heavy spender on the card, over 3 to 4 years, I could accrue enough points to buy myself a OnePlus handset. It actually came free for me at that point in time. It is not an instant jackpot. It's a slow, steady return on consistent and mindful use, just similar to how your SIPs have been growing with Happy Investor. So it's not instant 2 minute Maggie noodles, but it is slow and steady over a number of years. So a credit card is a tool. So use it like one. A credit card is not free money. So please classify your monthly expenses, know the bucket in which you're spending, and then look for a credit card that suits it. Compare options. Within a basket that suits your lifestyle, you could have 2 or 3 options. Check the fees. There are some cards that come with annual fees. There are some cards with waive that annual fees if your expenses are within that minimum limit. Check the interest rates that they charge on any kind of transaction. Check the rewards. See what suits you. Choose a card, track your spending, and revisit it on a yearly basis. And most important, pay your credit card bills in full on time. The most expensive credit that one can get is rolling your credit card bills, saying, okay, I will pay only the minimum, I will pay the balance rest. Cards charge you anywhere between 3 to 4% interest per month, and that is 36 to 48% per annum. Nobody gives you that kind of returns on your investment. Why should you pay that kind of money to a credit card company? Use the credit card to your advantage, not disadvantage. So there are frequently some questions that people ask on credit card usage. So which is the credit card that is famously invite only? So this is the HDFC Infinia credit card, typically offered only to select customers based on their eligibility and the relationship with the bank. What happens if you pay only the minimum card due on your card bill? Like I said, it's the most expensive credit on the planet. So please make payments on time, every time. You avoid late payment fees. When you pay only minimum amount, you avoid the late payment fee, but the interest continues on the remaining balance, as well as they also charge you on the fresh purchase that you make, because then everything is payment due immediately. So even that 45-day free credit on fresh purchases disappears if you have paid only minimum amount due. So you see how it compounds. That's how credit card companies make money. So how many credit cards should one have? One can have about 3 or 4 cards, depending on your requirements. Maybe one which helps on travel, one which helps on entertainment, and one which helps on regular purchases. May not be more than that. It all depends on the kind of lifestyle you lead. But make sure you pay all bills on time to make the most, because the moment you make only minimum payment due, it also starts impacting your CIBIL score, because it means that you have overspent your capacity to clear your bills in that month, which means you spent money which you didn't have. So that impacts your credit score. So which bank offers credit cards for different types of customers? SBI and HDFC offer a wide range of cards for different customer profiles, including the salaried class, business owners, and first-time card holders. Visit their official website to compare features and choose the card that suits you best. Thanks for being here with us today, and we can take some questions if you have any queries. And if you have any other queries with respect to what we share with you, or for anything related to investments, this is our QR code. You can scan it and get in touch with us. And this is our team. So this is Deepesh, founder of Happy Investor. He's been running this firm for the last 18 years. That's me, Sujata. Then we have Nisha, who's head of operations, Vishak, our support analyst, Sapna, who takes care of insurance, Gautam and Manisha, who are both operations team, Smita, our operations executive, Sharvani, who's planning, and Pooja and Shirali, who are part of our marketing team, and Shivanjali, who's recently joined us to improve our HR practices as we are growing as a team. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and I shall be happy to help.
Hi, Sujata. Good morning. This is Mahesh. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can, Hamish. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Yeah. Firstly, thanks a lot for this presentation. I mean, at least it gave me an idea of what to use, which credit cards to opt for. I mean, luckily I have 1 or 2 of them in your list, so it should be good. So I just had a question about. I mean, I don't know if it has been around. I mean, there is still, I won't say gossip, but people do pay rent via credit card. Is that still, I mean, valid? I mean, it depends on your reward points, obviously, and the platforms which offer to pay rent online. I mean, it's like, I mean, honestly, rent is always part of your salary or your income, so you wouldn't risk it and put it on credit. But in case you would want to take advantage of the credit card, have additional points, is there something which can do with the existing set of credit cards available in India?
Frankly, I'm not aware of the fact that you can pay rent through credit card. So I
Mm-hmm.
will have to check on this and get back to you.
Okay,
Because
cool. Yeah, sure.
credit card is always used on a payment platform
Mm-hmm.
where somebody is telling you that you have to pay me. Like when you have
Mm-hmm.
shopped, it comes to you from that platform. When you are paying for a ticket, it is because you
Mm-hmm.
booked the ticket there and then you're paying. I'm not
Yes.
sure whether a rental person has that kind of a platform to enable a credit card payment. So that will have to be checked
Oh, okay, cool. Understood. Thank you.
because it's always a third party payment.
Yes, exactly. I mean, they do have some platform fees and GST add-ons, but in case your credit card gives you quite some reward points for that swipe, I mean, I'm talking about an average of at least 30 or 40 or 50,000 per
Yeah,
month.
I
Yeah,
understand
that
because
may be.
rent is a large expense
Yes,
compared to
yes.
the rest of it. But I have to confirm on this because personally, I'm not aware that you can pay rent through credit card.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I just
I'll get
heard one of
back.
my, I mean, in
I'll
my
get
inner
back to
circle or
you
my,
on that.
sure, thank
Right. Any other questions?
Yeah, Ravi
You,
here. Does
hi, good morning, Ravi.
any morning? Does any credit card allow us to pay our monthly SIPs through credit card?
No, you can only invest what you have. You cannot invest money that you don't have.
Thanks.
So SIPs cannot be put on credit.
Sujata, just one follow-up question. This is Mahesh. So,
Yeah.
does it make sense to withhold your lifetime free credit cards? I mean, it's given as lifetime free, but honestly, if you don't have a credit statement for more than a year or 2 financial years, I mean, it will go into
Mm.
dormant usage, obviously, and you'll have to reactivate, go through that hassle. I just don't want
Yes.
to have that concern that maybe in a couple of years they come back saying this is dormant, your dormant charges are blah blah. I mean, hidden. It was not visible to me. Is there something like, I mean, something that you should be aware of and maybe close it in case you're not using it?
I think that's not only for a credit card, that could be applicable for any financial asset. Now, for example, if you have a bank account which is dormant for a long time, it's better
Mm-hmm.
you go and close it because you wouldn't want it to be misused. So if you have a card which you haven't been using, then it's better to close.
Understood.
Surrender, surrender and close because you wouldn't want it getting misused for any reason. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you've not used it, there could be chances you misplace it and you don't know.
Yes.
It could be misplaced even in your household, and then it could be
Yes.
in the wrong hands. So if you're not using it, please close.
Understood. And sorry, one more question. I mean, I just keep getting this always because when I'm paying my bills, is it better to pay? I mean, there is a saying that it's better to pay before your bill is generated. That somewhat marginally affects your CIBIL score. I mean, or you think it is better to pay after the bill is generated?
See, the bill is generated and the bill gives you a timeline of payment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I explained, I get my card bill it gets issued on the 8th of the month, and I
Mm-hmm.
have to pay my bills by the 27th. So,
Mm-hmm.
just so that I don't forget, I have put a reminder for myself on the 25th of the month. So, I ensure that
Understood.
payment goes in because
Mm-hmm.
prior to that, there is going to be no impact because you're not liable to pay before that. But if you have it in your system that you want to clear it on a particular day so that you don't have to, you know, follow up and miss it, then that's fine. But I don't think there's any difference in that. Yes, but the moment you cross that period,
Mm-hmm.
that is then expensive in terms of fees, in terms of interest, and the fact that you didn't have money to pay off the credit that you used. So that impacts your CIBIL score definitely.
Understood.
And even the other one, when you buy a product at the first level itself, saying I'm going in for EMIs is okay. But after you have got your credit card, the credit card statement comes with a statement below saying these are purchases that you can convert into an EMI.
Yes.
Because the credit card tracks the size of your purchase. So suppose you
Exactly.
bought a high value item of 40, 50,000. It will say that this purchase is eligible for 6 months payment. Now, when you opt for that, then that impacts your credit cards.
Understood.
Hi, Hitesh. School fees payment can be a good way to earn more rewards, but you would have to require a visit to the school and pay via the machine. Yes, I think that's there. But like you said, you'll have to actually physically go there unless the school is willing to send you a payment link
No, most of
through
the
through the
yeah,
credit card.
most of the banks have now I mean, if you pay via any education websites, there is no reward point. So it's like if you
Oh,
go and pay via POS machine only, then you one can earn reward points.
that's like a shopping
Yes,
experience. You go to the
right.
school and you pay the fee.
Exactly.
Sorry, just to add here. So when you're going to the school, because I have come across a similar case, but I don't think all schools allow you flat payment on the fees. They do charge some transaction amount of 2 or 4 or 5% if you're doing it on the POS machine. That's what at least I've heard. I'm not sure about the other schools in cities.
Yeah, so you'll have to weigh the difference between the charges that they put on your payment vis-a-vis the reward points that you will accrue. If it nullifies the whole thing, then I don't think
Exactly.
it
I mean,
really makes sense.
yes. I mean, it doesn't match your reward points or the ratio, then it doesn't make sense, right?
True. Any other queries? And I hope we've been able to give you, we even able to highlight certain things, make it a little easier for you to understand how this whole thing works. So if somebody has booked 430 flights and purchased 15 lakhs worth of jewelry with these reward points, obviously the person has spent that much and has accrued those points over a long time period before being able to do that. It's not 1 year's expense or 2 years' expenses.
Let's hope we can get to do that with your list of credit cards. I think that should be good. Yes. Thank you,
No, so the
Sujata.
whole
Go
thing
ahead.
over there is that you have to have a card that matches your lifestyle. So he must be
True.
having a lifestyle which allows him to spend that kind of money to be able to create that kind of reward point. He's a Shark Tank founder, right? So he has that kind
Yes.
of a lifestyle.
Exactly. Either you're very fortunate or you know very clever to plan your lifestyle. That's the only option we
Right.
get.
So thank you everybody once again for being there with us. And you can scan our QR code and reach out to us. And we will be coming up with further such nuggets on every Saturday or at least one Saturday every month. And we hope you will join us again. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.